Does the city you live in have one of the longest commute times in the US? Stick around and find out. I know some of the cities in the top 10, they'll surprise you. I guarantee it. The data we use to compile this list is taken from the US Census, which measured the mean commute time for, well, commuters. We should note, the data isn't just taking into account someone who drives to work for their commute. Hey, watch it, hole! But it's also looking at other forms of commuting, like mass transit, people who walk or ride their bikes. People still do that? Before we go over the 10 cities with the longest commute times, an American's mean commute time per the census is just a hair under 27 minutes. That should provide a little more context to the numbers we're about to show you. Number 10. Chi-Town, where you at? How about the city with the 10th longest commute time? Clocking in at just under 32 minutes, Chicago comes in at number 10 on the list. 77.6% of Chicagoans commute by driving. 12.3% use public transit. 2.9% walk. And 0.7% bike. That's gotta be a lot of fun in January and February. And 5.1% don't commute because they remote into work electronically or work from home. Number 9. Atlanta! With a mean commute time of 32.3 minutes, the ATL claims the 9th longest mean commute time. 86.4% of Atlantans drive. Just 3.1% use public transit. Ouch. So much for the MARTA being efficient and effective. 1.4% walk, which is double that of Chicago. 0.2%. Good God. Take their bike. And 7.3% work at home or remotely. Number 8. Winchester, Virginia. Now, if you're like me, you're wondering, What? Where? Winchester, Virginia? I've never even heard of that place. Well, don't fret, 'cause that makes 2 of us. As it would turn out, this quaint little town has a boatload of people who live there but work in the DC area, which is some 45 to 60 miles away, depending on where you live and work. Considering the geographic distance these commuters are making, a mean commute time of 32.6 minutes really isn't that bad. That said, it's earned the town the number 8 spot for longest commute. Not surprisingly, 90.5% of commuters drive. 0.5% use public transit. 4% walk. Hey, Beryl. Hey there, Bob. Wait a sec. 0.1% bicycle? Is that like 1 person? 2, maybe? And 4.2% of Winchesterians work remotely or from home. Number 7. The Inland Empire. Located just east of the LA area, the cities of Riverside, San Bernardino, Ontario, and a collection of smaller cities collectively comprise what's commonly referred to as the Inland Empire. These cities had a mean commute time of 32.7 minutes, earning them the 7th longest commute time in the country. 90.3% of commuters drive. 1.3% use public transit. 1.6% walk. Okay, here we go again. 0.2% bike. I'm starting to see a trend here. And 5.2% work at home or remotely. Number 6. Vallejo, California. Wait, what? It's how do you say it? How? Vallejo? Oh. Vallejo, California. Another one where I had no clue where it is. Turns out, it's about 25 to 35 miles north of the Oakland-San Francisco area. And commuters here have a mean commute time of almost 33 minutes. Almost 90% commute by driving. 2.9% use public transit. 1.3% walk. And you guessed it, less than 1% use a bicycle. While 4.8% work remotely or from home. Yep. Number 5. Stockton, California. Commuters here have a mean commute time of 33.5 minutes. Yet another one where you might scratch your head and ask yourself, where? Well, somehow I actually knew where this place is, and for those of you who don't, it's about 35 miles or so east of Oakland and 20 to 25 miles south of California's capital of Sacramento. 92.4% of them drive. 1.6% use public transit. 1% walk. And wait a minute, is that right? Half a percent, 0.5, use a bicycle. Wow, not bad, Stockton. And 3.8% either log on and work remotely or from home. Number 4. The Bay Area. San Francisco and Oakland. These cities have a mean commute time of 34.4 minutes. Nearly 67% of commuters drive, 17.4% use public transit, 5.1% walk, 1.7% bike, and 6.8% remote into work or work from home. Number 3. Washington, D.C. Commuters in the nation's capital have the third longest commute time at just a hair under 35 minutes. This one doesn't surprise me given that the number of people in Washington, D.C. during a regular workday must fluctuate like a roller coaster, given that there's fairly limited housing in or near many of the places where these commuters work. So like at 5 a.m., the number of people in D.C. might be, I don't know, say 700,000. But just a few hours later at 8 a.m., there's probably well over 1 million people in the D.C. area at work. And then come around 7, 8 p.m. again, it's probably back down around, 500,000 people again. At 75.6%, 3 out of every 4 D.C. commuters drive. 12.8% use public transit. Stupid gate, open up! Grrr! 3.3% walk. 1% bicycle. And 6% either work from home or remotely. Number 2. New York City. Again, not a shocker at all here either. Commuters in the Big Apple have a mean commute time of 37 minutes. 56.4% drive. The lowest number of any city on this list. Almost 1 out of every 3 commuters use public transit. The highest figure of any of the cities on this list. 5.9% walk. Also the highest figure on this list.
You're gonna be mine.
I want to be rich. Stop making me chase you. 0.7% bicycle.
Howdy, partner.
What the? And 4.5% either work remotely or from home. Before we get to number 1, you've made it this far into the video, so there must be something you like about it, right? If you haven't already, click that subscribe button and notification bell so that whenever we upload new videos with crappy animation and audio about random facts, you'll know. Number 1. Taking the crown for the longest commute time in America is bet you it's Houston. I got $100 says it's Houston.
No way, man. It's Philly. City of brotherly love is horrible with traffic. You ever driven rush hour there? Man, it's horrible. Wait, no. It's L.A. How can it not be L.A.? I mean, the Inland Empire was already on here. It's gotta be L.A.
East Stroudsburg, Pennsylvania. What? Where the hell is East Stroudsburg, Pennsylvania? This list is a bunch of crap. Believe me, I feel you on those sentiments. The sentiments about where is East Stroudsburg. Not that this list is crap. This list is freaking awesome. But, as John Adams once famously said while defending the Redcoats who shot and killed people in the Boston Massacre. But anyway, what he once said was, facts are stubborn things. And these, my friends, these are the facts. The reason for this town's #1 ranking is a couple of factors, really. First, it's about 70 to 80 miles from New York City. 2, real estate in New York City, it's expensive. Not so much in, what town is this again? East Stroudsburg, Pennsylvania. The mean commute time for East Stroudsburg commuters is 37.9 minutes. 92.3% of commuters drive. 1.9% take public transit. 1.5% walk. This is great. 0% bicycle. And 3.2% either work from home or remote in electronically. There you have it. The 10 longest commutes in the U.S.
Come on!
Were you surprised at any that made the list? How about one that didn't make the list? Let us know in the comments below. And as always, thanks for watching Facts Illustrated. And if you like this video, we'd greatly appreciate you clicking that like button. And check out some of our other videos.